that inshallah we'll be conducting every Friday, featuring different cooks and learning about different ethnic foods. And today's food will be Maqluba, which is a very classic traditional Palestinian dish. And we have Sister Taqwa, who's well known in the community and has done many dishes for many of our organizations. And she, inshallah, will be opening her Taqwa bakery soon. Assalamu alaikum, Taqwa.
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Today, inshallah, we will start making Maqluba. And after we finish, if you have any questions, please ask. It's very famous dish. We all love it. Kids, has a lot of veggies in it, rice. And then I'm just going to go step by step. And if you have any question, please ask. Okay. We need chicken. And then you can cut it. I have a whole chicken, 4 pieces of chicken. I have 1 cup of rice, Basmati rice, potatoes, and cauliflower. I have carrots, eggplant, tomatoes, and jalapeno pepper. And I have also garlic. I have sha'riyah here, oil, vegetable oil, and then this is all the seasoning we are using, and you should have all the measurement and the seasoning. They will post it soon, inshallah. We have pepper and salt, onions, and garlic again. So let's go ahead and start. First, you make sure you wash the chicken. I normally wash the chicken with vinegar, lemon, and salt, and I let it soak for at least 2 hours. And I already washed it. We're gonna put it in a pot. Okay, I'm gonna put the whole onions, garlic, and this is the seasoning with salt and pepper. And then at the end, you put the vegetable oil. Before I'm gonna put it in the stove, I'm gonna stir everything together. And that's gonna give it a really good taste. Okay. And now we're gonna put it in the stove. For like at least 5 minutes, and then we're gonna add water to that. Until that's ready, we're gonna do the rice.
Taqwa.
Yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Would it be possible maybe if whoever's holding the phone to put it horizontal so we can see the whole picture maybe?
Okay. Yeah, like stand, you mean? Like,
you know, like the opposite way. Just hold it like the long version this way. Okay. Let's see.
Okay, like this?
No, whoever's right like that. Yes, like that. Thank you. Much better.
Okay. Now I'm gonna put water and let it soak for 15 minutes. Then let's sit here. And I'm gonna check on the chicken right now.
What kind of rice do you use?
I'm sorry?
What kind of rice do you use?
Basmati rice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Taqwa, sometime later, could you spell the name of the spices? Because I was not able to write down what you said. This is
Okay.
Toby.
Thank you. Oh no, we will be having, we will be making it a PDF on the chat room. So
Oh,
all the ingredients will be posted in a PDF file that you can download.
okay. I might need to find how to find the chat room. That's all.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'm gonna add the water and let it set and until it cooks.
So you add all the spices, and then you add the water. Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and cover it right now so it can cook faster.
Mm.
Right now we need to fry all these vegetables. You can at your home you can use any vegetable you like, or what kids, you know, what your kids like. If they don't like potatoes, you can take the potatoes out. If they like more potatoes, you can add more potatoes. So it's really up to you what your kids and family like. I like all the vegetables. It just gives it colorful when it's all done. So I'm gonna go ahead and start frying all the veggies.
Oh my God.
Tomatoes, you don't have to fry it. I just put it as is, but you can cut it the way also. You can cut it the way you want it, like a circle shape or any way you want. Just have to wait a little bit for
Adam. Sorry.
for the oil. Just heat a little bit.
Okay.
Uh-huh. No, it's not ready. Okay. Right. If you guys have any question, you can ask. I'm just waiting for the oil to heat a little bit so I can fry those.
Yeah, Taqwa, I have a question.
Yeah.
Some people I know do Maqluba prefer it only with either chicken or the meat. What's your take on mixing the two or keeping it the same?
Well,
With just
some people they do. Depends on what your family likes. I mean, if you want to mix them up, I mean, sometimes I honestly I do because my husband like meat, I like chicken. So you can mix it up.
Okay.
It'll be, you know, just like make it as a half. You can put like when we put them together, I normally put the chicken on a side and then the meat on another side.
Okay.
So, but yes, if your family like it with chicken, you can. Like it with meat, you can. If also you can do it without any meat in there.
Oh, okay. Great. All right.
So as you guys see, I'm putting everything. I'm just gonna give it a golden color, and then I'm gonna take them out when they are ready. Some people, they don't like to do it frying the veggie. You can actually put it in the oven with just a tiny bit of olive
I don't know if
oil
Sister, the
or
camera's
veggie.
on or what.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I don't know. I don't know where. انتي وديتي لي شيء.
I'm sorry, unless you're asking a question, if you can mute yourself. So let me ask you, Taqwa, when you make this, because now you're making a smaller version, right? And
I am making a smaller version because I'm making two of them, and yes, I am.
And so how many does it usually, like this smaller version, the one we're gonna post for people with the ingredients, how many people would you think it would feed?
It will feed you from 4 to 6 people.
Okay, so if you want more, people can just double the recipe.
Just double the, yes.
Okay.
And I don't know if you guys hear me. I mean, if you don't want to fry it, you can actually just put the veggies in the oven with just a little bit of oil if you don't like too much oil in it. But Maklobah loves oil. I mean, that's what we always say. So that's why we fry all the veggies. It'll give it a better taste.
I've tried it once with baking, and yeah, you could taste a little bit different. It's not as rich, but it's a little bit healthier. So definitely, you know, each person can try it their own way.
Correct. Correct.
Well, let me, Taqwa, why don't you talk about the big debate that I find sometimes with Maklobah is eggplant versus cauliflower. I see you're doing it both, but I know in many people that I know and with family and friends, some people are very adamant of eggplant only, some like cauliflower only, which would be me. So what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, as I said earlier, depends on your family, what would they like. For me, I like it with all the veggies. It gives it a better taste, and also it will give it like all these colors inside between the rice. Give it colorful. But I mean, yes, if your kids they don't like, or your family they don't like cauliflower, just take it out. If your family does not like eggplant, same thing. I know also a lot of people, they make it with only potatoes. So also you can do that. But for sure you have to add like, you know, extra of potatoes. So it's actually you can see it. And now it's starting getting the color we need.
We have a question, Taqwa.
Can
Can you hear us?
Yes.
Yes, Taqwa, can I put the vegetable in the air fryer too?
In the air fryer?
Yes.
Some people they do. I never tried it before. And again, I mean, for Maklobah, I like to do it the traditional way with a lot of oil. It's not healthy, I know, but yes, you can.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Assalamu alaikum, Taqwa. This is Janan. How are you doing?
How are you?
Good, good. I want to mention regarding the oil, what I do, I like to fry it the traditional way, but I try to fry it, you know, several hours earlier. And so I put it on paper towels so the oil kind of soaks in. So when you cook it, it has that taste, but it doesn't have too much oil in it.
That is correct, and that's what actually my my next step is. I already bought a paper towel, so we can actually soak all the oil from it. But that's a great idea to do it like, yes, do the veggies an hour or two before. And now, as you see, we got the golden color.
Taqwa,
Yes.
what do you usually recommend for people to put on the side, if anything? I know some people like to put some yogurt. What are some of your preferred sides?
Yes. Maklobah always comes with salad, Arabic salad, and yogurt. Most likely kids love yogurt, so with the rice they can eat it, or maybe also adults they like it. So I normally put yogurt, salad, and pickles, olives. I put onions with it, and then yeah, and that's it. While you're waiting on the chicken, we're gonna go ahead and do the sha'riyah also. Gonna start it now.
Is your phone, is your picture on, Taqwa, your video?
Hello, Taqwa, did we lose you? Okay, let's see, maybe
Can you hear me?
yeah, now you're back on. Yeah, did you put the camera down or something?
No, I don't know. It's just my phone is just asking if I wanted to mute it when I'm driving. I'm not driving.
Oh.
So I don't know what happened.
Are you holding the phone or is somebody else holding it?
Actually somebody else.
Okay, okay.
Yes, yes.
So what is that?
We
in the
want you to
frying
be
pan?
safe.
Okay, no, I'm good.
What is that in the frying pan?
It's a shariya. What is it, Basma?
It's that small pasta, I believe it's called vermicelli.
Vermicelli?
No, it's vermicelli.
Vermicelli, yes.
Okay, thank you.
It
Is
tastes
that
really good
is that
with
a
the rice.
toasted vermicelli or raw? Is it raw or cooked?
It is right. I'm gonna roast it right now. I just put a little bit of vegetable oil, and I'm just gonna give it a golden color.
Okay, so was it cooked before you put it into the frying pan, or was it raw?
No, it was raw. It's raw.
It was raw.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
As you see, start thinking. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to let our viewers know that we have just uploaded the PDF with all the ingredients. And if you're unable to manage it, you please feel free to call us or email us, or just put your email in the chat. Oh, no, that defeats the purpose. But please feel free to call us or email us, and we'll be happy to send out the recipe.
Okay, now as you see the color you want, and it's all ready. We're just waiting on the chicken right now. I'm gonna check on this chicken. Okay. Oh my God, the smells so good. So, yeah. Okay, just 5 more minutes. And then at the beginning, we put the rice with just some water. Now I'm gonna clean it and wash it.
Taqwa, can you have whoever's holding the phone to or the video to be just a little bit away, because it's not clear. It's a little bit fuzzy.
Because of the sun. Okay, hold on, let's see here. Now we have the rice is ready. Is that better?
Yeah, we can see it better.
Okay, okay, great. Okay, this is good. I'm gonna go ahead and mix these together. The rice with shariya we just made. And then, everything is ready. Chicken's ready. We're gonna set up the maklobah all together and let it cook for half an hour. So let's do that. Okay. Now this is what I'm using. I'm gonna put it in this spot. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna put a little bit of rice in the bottom. And I'm gonna design with the veggie around. I'm starting with the eggplant. We use 1 eggplant today. But as we say, you can put any veggie you like. You can cut it the shape you want it. Some people, they do it as a circle. And then we will start putting the chicken in. We call it Maklobah because we do after it's cooked, we do it upside down. So you're gonna put the chicken upside down. So when we finish, it'll look good, and you can actually see the pieces of the chicken. Okay. Right. And then I'm gonna put another round of rice, just a tiny bit, and then start to put all the veggies I have. Okay. Potatoes. I'm gonna spread the potatoes everywhere. Carrots, garlic, cauliflower, and then I put the tomatoes as is. It just give it also a really good taste. I didn't fry it because normally it's hard to fry the tomatoes. Right now, I'm gonna put the whole all the rice I have left. Okay. And at the end, I put always jalapeno pepper. It's just give it a good taste. If you don't like it, you don't have to. It will give it like a spicy taste.
And Taqwa, just because I know people were interested, I'm just gonna quickly, for those that are having a hard time downloading the PDF with the ingredients, what Taqwa used was 1 cup of Basmati rice, and she just used 1/4 cup of the vermicelli, and obviously the whole chicken cut up into pieces, 1/4 cup of the vegetable oil, and just 1/4 of the cauliflower cut up, and 1 eggplant, 1 medium tomato, 1 potato, 1 onion, 1 jalapeno, 1 garlic, and then just a teaspoon of salt, pepper, and the allspice, the 7 spices. So you can use the 7 spices, or even if it's easier, an allspice, right, Taqwa?
Yes. Now, now I'm gonna drain the soup from the chicken broth I have, to make sure there is no garlic and stuff in it, or the seasoning. Make sure it's clean, because we put onions too. I'm gonna put this on the side. And we are going to put the soup on the rice. We leave it on a high temp for 10 minutes. And you can, after that, we'll start boiling. Put it to medium temp until you see the rice done, like when you taste it. And it needs like between 25 to 30 minutes for that amount. And I'm gonna put this in a stove. And let it set. Okay. And then it should be done in half an hour. And I have one already made. And I'm gonna show you how it looked like. So that's why we call it Maklobah, because it's
Beautiful
upside down.
table, Taqwa. Beautiful. Go
Okay.
slowly.
Okay. So, and then we take it out. It should look like that. And you can top it with almond and parsley. And that's it. We're done.
It's beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And if you
Everyone,
guys have-
if I just want to tell our viewers, if you want to unmute yourself and ask a question, go ahead. If you're too shy, you can also put your question in the chat room and we'll ask it for you.
Hi.
Were the almonds fried?
Yes.
Thank-
Yeah. Some people are allergic to almonds, so you gotta be careful. I mean, like, you know, obviously, you know your family, if they are or not. Yes, you fry them with just a little bit of vegetable oil for like 5 minutes. And that's it. So.
Also, can you make this gluten-free if you wanted?
I'm sorry?
Can you make it gluten-free?
If you have all the items for gluten-free, yes, you can. Like, I never made it though. But I'm sure we can.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome, Habibti.
Well, it's beautiful. Thank you,
Oh.
Taqwa.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about your upcoming restaurant, inshallah?
Inshallah, if everything goes well and we allowed to open the dining room, we will open like the next week of Ramadan, inshallah. Otherwise, we're planning to have a drive-through only, open and take out. So we should open maybe the next week of Ramadan. And we will be serving like all Middle Eastern food and bakery. We will be making bread fresh every day, pita bread and taboon bread.
Excellent. Great. Thank you. We're looking forward to it. What would you say is going to be your specialty? Let's suppose if you only open the drive-through, what would you recommend?
Well, for sure, you know, month of the Ramadan for us, it's very important. And, you know, family gets together and they need to eat suhoor and, you know, iftar together. So mainly we will be serving, I'm sure, bread. We will be also any catering order. We do grape leaves, Maqluba, mahshi. I mean, all the Middle Eastern food we will be serving.
Excellent. Thank you. That's
You're
very
welcome.
convenient for the people that don't have the time to cook, especially all those complicated dishes.
Yes. And that's what we're trying to do. You know, we have a lot of community, you know, they do work. I mean, I know all the Middle Eastern or, you know, all the Muslim community, mashallah, and everybody. I mean, they're good at cooking. It's just sometimes with work, it's hard to do it at home. You need some help, and we're here for them.
Taqwa, you want to tell us a little bit about the Arabic salad for people that don't know, just the items that you have chopped in there?
Yes, it's really fine chopped salad, so it's very small. I normally use tomatoes, cucumber, parsley, carrots, what else did I use? And that's it. And then I mix it up together with lemon and salt, just a little bit of salt. And you have to chop it really fine. As you see, I don't know if you guys be able to see how it looks like when you mix it up together.
Yes, it looks beautiful. We can see it.
I mean, yes. It's very, small pieces. If you don't like it small, you can cut it a little bit bigger. Also, you can. But yeah, you put the veggie, the tomatoes, the cucumber, parsley, carrots. If you want to put radish, you can. Some people put onions in it, but you mix it with lemon and a little bit of salt. You can add also olive oil. Will give it a really good taste too. So
I see cookies on the table. What are those cookies?
that's my famous Ma'moul cookies I make every day very much. This cookies with dates inside, and we normally do it for our holiday, which is Eid al-Fitr and ouch. Okay. So what do I make it with? Only dates inside. You can also put nuts if you want inside.
Okay,
I think
thank
you're
you
gonna have
very
a-
much. I'm sorry, somebody is asking a question. Go ahead.
I was just saying, I think Taqwa's going to have a lot of extra food, so I think I might pick some up.
You can come over. Yes, I have extra food, so anytime.
And we had one question. It said, how many does this recipe feed? The miniature version, what we're seeing now is the larger version of the Maklobah, but the one that we gave out with the 1 cup of rice, Taqwa, you said it feeds about 4 people?
Yeah, 4 to 6 people, let's say, which is that amount, Basima. This is 1 cup with 4 pieces of chicken. So, because the Basmati rice, it's actually when you cook it, it'll double the amount for you.
Okay, so what we're seeing right now is 1 cup of rice?
Exactly, yes.
Okay, great.
Yes, and that should feed 4 to 6 people, depends on, they are kids or older. But I mean, for older people, it will feed like at least 6 people.
Very good. Is there any last questions? We're just going to show you our upcoming events for next week. Taqwa, any last words? Thank you so much.
No, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Oh, we've certainly enjoyed. You're very talented, and we appreciate you doing this for us. And like I said, this is sponsored by the Milwaukee Muslim Women's Coalition, as well as our Peaceful Home Program, which is a culturally specific domestic abuse program here in Milwaukee. And unfortunately, because of the quarantine, we have seen a surge in domestic violence issues, but we want to let you know that if you or anyone you know is going through some difficult times, you can feel free to call us in our 24-hour crisis line, the 727 and the 841 number. and you can text or leave a message. It's all confidential, but most of the time someone will pick up. And if you take a look at our upcoming events next week, we are having part 4, our last session with Dr. Rita, who has been joining us every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. And this one is going to be his best one because it will concentrate on family unity, the importance of bonding with your children. It will be, he wants us to try and get as many youth and adolescents as possible. So if your teenage kids are available, your children are available around that time, please have them watch. He will talk about the next crisis, which he feels will be a psychological one, which is an increase in depression and identity issues that we see with the young people, and how we as parents and as family can help not just our youth, but anybody going through those issues, and what we can do to better help them in a mental health situation. And then the next Friday is we're going to have our halal kitchen again, and we're going to be focusing on a Southeast Asian dish. We haven't finalized it yet, but keep an eye up in the emails and on Facebook when we tell you who will be joining us and what dish will be prepared. And if you know anyone who is talented, a talented cook in the community, please feel free to let us know or write it in the chat who would like to join us for a Friday of cooking. So any last minute questions? Great, thanks again, Taqwa.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank
All
you.
right, everyone have a good day, be safe.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.